Another beautiful morning to talk sports right here on Dominion Television, your channel of choice. You're welcome to Dominion Sports, where we talk all things sports right here on the go. This wonderful morning, we'll be taking the journey to the world of sports from the local front, as we got the update from Niger Tornadoes camp. So much is happening from that scene. Definitely, we'll be giving you an update from the presidential election of the NFF, and also so much surrounding the replacement of committee member in that board. Also, we're taking a dive straight into the world of basketball, and also giving you an update from the world of Formula One. All this and more on the show this wonderful morning. I am Paul Abe Todowanimi, and I'm not alone in the studio. This wonderful morning, I have Sanur Dinalimi joining me and ready to talk sports right here on the go. Top of the morning to you, and what are we expecting on the show this morning?
I'm fine. Good morning, Toluwanimi. Good morning, viewers. It's nice to be back here again. You said it all. There's talks on the NFF front about leadership change. The election is coming up in September. Formula One talks. The new rules is causing a lot of chaos. Drivers are complaining. Even Verstappen was asked to step aside for the practice after the Japan Grand Prix. There were records broken and set in the NBA overnight, and loads and more to talk about. There was the Women's Champions League matches yesterday as well. So we have loads to dissect on the show today.
Beautiful, beautiful. So much to talk about in the world of sport this wonderful morning. I'm going to start off just like we usually do. We're going to take stories starting from the local front, as Niger Tornadoes have been cautioned following former complaints from several clubs and independent observers concerning their conduct at the Bako Kondara Stadium right there in Mina, their home ground. A report indicates, by the Mina club supporters and unauthorized persons in restricted areas. The interface with orderly conduct of matches and inadequate control of supporters, leading to incidents capable of bringing the game to dispute. And let me inform you that Niger Tornadoes have been directed to guarantee that only duly accredited persons gain access to restricted areas, provided adequate security personnel and properly control supporters at all times before and during after the match. Let me inform you that the club have been warned that any further incident of unauthorized access to restricted areas and violence, intimidation of any form of insecurity breaches or threat are reported observed at the stadium would attract severe sanctions. That's the update we're getting, from the camp of Niger Tornadoes.
This is an irony for a club that has dedication and discipline as their motto. They are not disciplined.
And then you have dedication and discipline.
So, at this stage of the league or at this level of professionalism, we shouldn't expect things like this. Over the weekend as well, Plateau United were sanctioned, and I think they've been banned from their cinema to play their home games behind closed doors because of the conduct of their fans. And this season, it has repeatedly happened in the MPFL. Clubs have not been able to provide enough security and restrict people from having access to places they're not supposed to be. So fans have stopped matches. Fans have attacked opponent teams from officials. There have been several complaints, and the message has not seemed to get to the right channel and to the people. Clubs should do more and intensify the education and orientation of fans. This is a game we all enjoy. This is where we are supposed to have neutral ground. This is where there should be peace and to bring us together. It's not where we fight, and when decisions or results don't go our way, we turn to violence to settle the issue. That's not the way to go, and I think the sanctions should be stricter. It's going to enable the clubs to do more, because if these clubs are asked to provide the culprits that perpetrated these offences, they will just open their hands and say we are investigating, and over a couple of weeks or days, the story just goes under the carpet again. But when there are stricter sanctions, and for clubs to do better than they've done in the past, yes, we've seen improvement, but still, there hasn't been a stretch of 4 or 5 league games that won't hear a story of fan disrupting the game or officials are being attacked, and it's just sad to see.
It's sad to see, and we hope for a proper change is what we're asking for right here when it comes to the MPFL. We're still taking more updates, and there's been a buzz around the Inter-Lagos and MPFL promotion race. I don't know if you have been seeing that buzz. We have videos of the players. Inter-Lagos are currently one of the strongest contenders for promotion to the Nigerian Premier Football League, but as of now, promotion is not officially confirmed. The club sit top of the conference in Nigerian National League are showing strong consistency this season. And I mean, for me, that they have been leading the table with around 25 points, and key home fixtures remaining are giving them a major edge in their final run. Now, there's so many balls around, why people are saying the MPFL needs them, because I've been getting that update, from their saying the statement actually makes sense because, their new ambitious club founded in 2023. With strong branding structure. Based in Lagos, they bring fresh energy, fan engagement, and media appeal. The MPFL is pushing for more commercial, visibility and attractive clubs, and Inter Lagos fits that vision. For you, this is the buzz around Inter Lagos. One team that plays good football, and there's been a buzz around them coming back to the MPFL.
Yes, it's very good to have teams like this and have private ownership coming to the foreign into the MPFL, but if you want to encourage private individuals or private-owned enterprises to join the league, I think the needs refurbished. Needs to be refurbished. There are a lot of things that need to go in place. We just talked about fan violence in the stadium, attacking officials when results don't go their way. What are the guarantees that when a private individual, these are government-owned institutions that are perpetrating these offenses? So how are you going to give someone who is coming into the business to pump money into it and say, okay, I'm putting 500 million to prosecute the league games for my club? What are the guarantees for the security of my players, my employees, and all of my equipment that I'm going to put down to play? So very good one for Inter Lagos. They're a very exciting side. When you see them when you see them on social media, you see the buzz and all around them. They interact with their fans, their jerseys, the announcement, their sponsorship and all.
Beautiful.
Very beautiful
media
to
space
see.
Also.
They are very encompassing. They carry everyone along, and it's nice to see that. That is what we see in Sena climbs and in different various leagues in the world. They want to bring the fans into the equation as much as possible. In Brazil, a lot of fans are being backed by private entities that bring them to the stadium to support the fans. So if that's going to help the MPFL go improve and get better, it's a very good one. And I would love to see them and Ikorodu City in MPFL.
It's good to have, two Lagos-based club, fight it in the MPFL for next season. Definitely, we'll be giving you an update from that end when it comes to, Inter Lagos. Also, there's a team called Sporting Lagos also, so maybe we might just have three teams.
In and around the
mix. It's good to see them, I'll come back to the MPFL. Let's take an update as in the local front. Is the last 6 games for the bottom 4. And I'm just going to ask you once again, you look at, Eyimba sitting 15 on the log of the table. They're going to go away to Wiki Tories. They have Katsina United at home. They have Rangers International, Remo Stars, Kwara United, and El Kanemi Warriors. Also for Kano Pillars, they have on the screen also. Sitting 16 on the log of the table. They have Benden Insurance at home, Ikorodu City away, Rivers United at home, Kun Khalifat away, Warri Wolves at home, and Plateau United away. It looks like it's more tough for Kano Pillars.
Very tough. Those
let's look at Remo Stars defending champions. They're going to play 3SC, that's Shooting Stars at home. It's going to be Barao away, Niger Tornadoes home, Eyimba away, Bayelsa United home, and Bendel Insurance away. A tough test, for Remo Stars. Let's talk about.
Not really tough.
Yeah, it's not really tough. Oh, definitely. I know you're going to analyze that for me. We have Kwara United sitting 18, El Kanemi home. We have Shooting Stars away, Barao at home. They have Niger Tornadoes away, Eyimba at home, and Bayelsa United away. Tough test, for Kwara United, you must say. For Wiki Tourist is Eyimba at home, Bayelsa United away, Benden Insurance at home, Ikorodu City away, Rivers United home, and Kun Khalifat away. Okay, I think where the problem is right now is for Kun Khalifat because it looks like they're relegated already. Now they're going to play Nasarawa United away, Warri Wolves at home, Plateau United away, Kano Pillars home, Abia Warriors away, and Wiki Tourists at home. So I've been able to look at the last 6 bottom half of the table.
For some of them that will have the games at home, good one for them. The ones that have it away, that's a very big test. You have to try and snatch at least a point from your fellow relegation battlers. So it's going to be an exciting one. Out of the bunch of officials that you just listed out, I think Kano Pillars are the toughest, but I still see them staying afloat because of all of the events that's going to happen around them. For Wiki Tourist and Kun Khalifat, they don't have it easy, especially Kun Khalifat. They play about 3 or 4 teams battling relegation with them. That's not what you want to see, and it looks like they're relegated already, like you mentioned. For Wiki Tourist as well, they look very close to the drop. Remo Stars have a lifeline and they got a draw in their last game, and I think they'll win against Shooting Stars this weekend. So that will boost their chances, but that's depending on events around Kano Pillars and Eyimba right now. Eyimba have Katsina United. They have games against Wiki Tourist.
Wiki Tourist, yeah.
In the running as well. So it's going to be a very difficult one and very interesting for neutrals to see which of these teams remain in the NPFL. Are the defending champions going to drop? I still feel they will drop. I'm not changing my stance on that. And I think Kun Khalifat said, but between Eyimba, Kano Pillars, and Kwara United, one of them has to drop.
Okay, so I'm just going to ask you, in order, how do you set your own relegation? Pedal already. If you're to looking at this last 6 games, how do you set your relegation?
Kun Khalifat last place, Wiki Tourist 19th, Kwara United 18th, and Remo Stars 17th.
All right. And I know you're going to ask me, and also I'm just going to set mine. It's going to be Kun Khalifat, Wiki Tourist 19.
Why
Yeah.
are you having
so
a dilemma?
Wiki Tourist 19, Kwara United 18, and Kano Pillars coming back to 17.
You think Kano Pillars will drop?
Yeah, it's between Eyimba and Kano Pillars for me, but I see Remo Stars escaping relegation.
We'll be here to talk about it in 2 or 3 weeks.
All right, let's take a more update in the world of sports, still coming from the local front, as the Nigeria Football Federation will today, April the 2nd, formally inaugurate its electoral committee and electoral appeals committee as part of the preparation for its upcoming election. Let me inform you that the inauguration ceremony will take place at the NFF Secretariat in Abuja and will be led by the NFF President Ibrahim Musa Gusau, who also doubles as the President of the Wafubi zone. The committees were constituted during the Federation General Assembly held in Yenagoa on March 23, 2026 in a move aimed at ensuring a transparent and credible electoral process. Let me inform you, a total of 12 members have been appointed across both committees. The electoral committee constitutes of 7 members, including a chairperson, a vice chairperson, 3 members, and 2 alternates, where the electoral appeals committee is made up of 5 members, including 3 full members and 2 alternates. Let me inform you that the electoral committee will be in line with the NFF status and the 2026 electoral code, particularly those to be held during the NFF Congress. Let me inform you that meanwhile, the electoral appeal is scheduled to hold in Lafia on September 26, 2026. Also, the elections are expected to play a crucial role in shaping the future leadership of Nigerian football, with stakeholders open for a process defined by transparency, accountability, and credibility. Now, let me ask you, Sanuruddin, let me just, put it to you quickly. How significant is this inauguration in guaranteeing a free and fair NFF election?
Very, very crucial, because the buzz has been, or the face of the media has been on the NFF now. We've had different lapses, we had different coach changes in this tenure of Gusau and his country. So this is a very crucial one, and we've seen names like JJ Okocha, Kanu Wako being thrown in the ring, that we want to see ex-players or players, people that have participated one way or the other in the footballing history of the nation, to be at the helm of affairs of the biggest body in Nigeria. So there are loads about that. There talks about the owners of private-owned clubs to try and stake their chances.
The chances, yeah.
But it's going to be a very tough one, because to win an NFF election, you need about 2/3 of association members of the 6 states to support your claim, and that's a very huge one to get because of the dynamics and all that is related to it. But it's a very huge one, and the NFF need to get this right, because this is leading up onto the next big tournament in 2027, which is the AFCON. The coach, there's still a question mark about the coach. The coach has less than a year on his contract now. The women's team have the AFCON.
The AFCON, yeah.
So
there's so much
around
surrounding the NFF.
Football has been the biggest sport, or the biggest export on the global scene for Nigeria when it comes to sports. And
we want more.
We want more. We know how hard it is, and this administration, coming back from the backlog of Amaju Pinnick and the mismanagement of funds allegations that came from the FIFA awarded donations and money that were supposed to be. So this time around, the eye of the press and everyone is on it, and the NFF need to get this right and do things the right way.
Let me ask you, how important is the electoral code in preventing, controversies during these elections?
Yes, code of conduct and rules are meant to bind us and give us the lead-down of how we are going to do things. If you don't have any code, or if you don't have a way of doing this, or you don't have rules that are guiding any situation, people are bound to flout the rules and do things the way they're supposed to do. So when there is an laid down rule or instructions that we have to follow to get to the end point, then it's very good and very important in the future of the NFF.
You know, we have seen NFF elections, you know, have the history. We have had a dispute of the elections when it comes to the NFF.
I hope it's different. I really hope it's different this time around, because like I mentioned, it's very hard. If we're in different circumstances, okay, names like Gigi Okocha or Kanu Nwoko that have been mentioned to be at the helm of affairs for the footballing federations. We've seen it in Cameroon. Samuel Eto'o is the head of the, and there are still question marks.
You know, in the hands of affairs for Enyimba
They
right
are close to
now.
relegation
So,
and to the top
so
of the
for you
table.
right now, do you think if you are to say anything now, who would you expect to be, you know, in the hands of affairs to run the NFF system for
I feel
Nigeria?
there are lots of unsung heroes in the NFF setup, and there are lots of capable individuals that are there. I'm not one to say because this person has played football, or has an history of NFF, or has an history of working with the ministries, or also puts the person as in the best stead to steer the ship forward. That is not it. They are capable hands. They are people that have organized competitions. There are several accredited officials that know what to do and are capable to take the NFF and the Football Federation forward as a whole. So, in and around that, if you have an history of playing football for the country, it doesn't guarantee you as being a perfect administrator, because administration is different from what happens on the pitch. That has shown in the case of Samuel Eto'o and the Cameroonian FA. They have done that, and we've seen several other football associations that are not handled by past players or ex-players of the national team and are doing well. So for me, the jamboree or the news all around players coming into Kano has not covered himself in glory. With the Enyimba. So that is where I have question marks about people throwing in names and saying this. We want people that are capable, and if they seem to falter at the job they've given, I think they should step out.
Or September.
They should stick to the rule books. Go and make your research. How do you? Yes, we know we can't actively participate in the election, but we can shape the narrative and enlighten people and show these are the things that we need, or these are the people that we've seen to tilt towards the right way and lead the nation forward when it comes to our footballing story. So people should make researches, not let propaganda and unconfirmed stories shape their opinions. Don't say because someone has said this name looks like the best. Check the antecedents. How can you enlighten more people and create awareness to shape the narrative? Because when we have more eyes, a chance for transparency that would bring goods into the NFF.
Yeah, I agree. All right, that's the update coming through from the NFL window. The side led by Eric Sekushels played 2 friendly matches, winning against Iran and drawing with Jordan. That means for me that Nigeria edged Iran 2-1 as a result. That ended the 5.34 ranking points against the high-ranked opponent. But a 2-2 draw against Jordan, who placed significantly lower, resulted in a deduction of 1.81 points. This has given us the edge right there when it comes to the world ranking. For you, a good step in order, or maybe we need to do better going forward?
We need to do better, but for me, like I always mention, I don't pay mind to the rankings, except it's time for World Cup qualifiers, when these things play into the way you are ranked to play your opponents. Aside from that, outside the World Cup qualifying year and World Cup tournaments, I think the FIFA ranking is just should vie for a way around it, but that's not how it works. We have to take the FIFA rankings the way they are, and for Nigeria, good one, they retain 26 spots, still third in Africa, and looking forward to the next international window.
All right, let's move away from that and let's do a game. And remember, we still have games for today. There you have on the screen Adamawa Queens against Edo Queens, 1-1. We have Imbom Angels against Rivers Angels. The game ended 1-0. Pacesetter against Bayelsa Queens. The game ended 1-0, to nil in favor of Bayelsa Queens, and also the Atlant Queens against Nigeria Tales. The game ended 2-0 in favor of Atlant Queens. Also, other games are right there. The match at day 13 in Group B. We still have more games to look forward to today. Right there on Thursday, it's going to be Sunshine Queens against the Ayed Human Queens, also having that to play for. Let's talk about the Pacesetter Queens quickly. I had some fans yesterday talking about, why not just give them time? What is a terrain you should follow? You should not push yourself out in front of the wall and, now come back to say this is what it is. We're not saying we don't appreciate that there's a creation of the Pacesetter Queens, and we understand that one of the reasons why this was created was because of Shooting Stars. If they are to gain the continental ticket, they would need, a female squad team as that backing system right there. But there we have it. Is a whole lot, around the Pacesetter Queens. What adjustment and structure need to be put in place? Because definitely they're going to be on the relegation, sleep at this point in time. But going forward, what do we need to do better when it comes to, new teams coming to the NWFL fixtures, just like Pacesetter Queens?
I don't understand the outrage from fans. Nobody expected them to. They need proper structure, need quality players, and for them to get things right, they need to start from that. I think the whole backroom staff need to leave, bring in experienced hands and that can scout for the proper players that are of the quality of the WNFL. Because right now, the players are miles apart from themselves, not on the level you would expect a team to and that shows in their results. Just one draw season long at home, and for every time they travel or play at home, to just seem to falter, and that's not the way they want to go. That's not how you want your team to perform. There's nothing to write home about, all about that. So for the outrage of those fans, yes, we appreciate that there's a women's league, but bring in the right structure, bring in the right players, bring in quality, go through the right channel, shown very well. So if they relegate this season, I don't think they'll be able to get the continental ticket backing for Shooting Stars like they want. But if this season goes and they get relegated, before they come back, I feel they need to change the whole setup, get players around, get new technical directors, and give them a proper structure and a proper uplift for a team to compete on the continent for the team.
All right. That's the update. Still giving you more stories surrounding the world of sport. We're going to go on a break. When we're back, we're talking about the Champions League, the Women's Champions League. Arsenal securing victory against Chelsea, and also Bayern Munich securing victory against Manchester United. Stay connected. Do not go anywhere.
Need a professional space to bring your vision to life? Dominion Television Studios offers state-of-the-art facilities perfect for your next broadcast, commercial, corporate video, or live event. With flexible rental options, cutting-edge equipment, and a supportive team, we provide the perfect environment for high-quality productions. Unleash your creativity. For bookings, email us at marketing@dominion.org.ng. Call us on 0705 506 1061 or 0916 101 1061. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and TikTok at Dominion Broadcast, and on X at Dominion Cast. Book your space today. Dominion Television, your channel of choice.
All right, you're welcome back to Dominion Sport right here on Dominion Television, your channel of choice. And trust me, if you're just joining us, you have not missed anything too much, but maybe a little bit, because we have been able to give so much.
He missed the whole lot.
I've been able to give you so much, from the local front. But right about time, we're talking about the UEFA Women's League. Arsenal women have secured a place in the UEFA Women's Champions League semi-final after a 3-2 aggregate victory against Chelsea women, despite a 1-0 loss in the second leg at the Stamford Bridge. Let me inform you that Chelsea started brightly. India beat to overturn the deficit, but struggled to create a clear-cut chance, failing to register a shot on target in the first half as Arsenal controlled the tempo. The second half brought late drama with Arsenal seeing a goal from Stan Blacksters and also ruled out an offside after a VAR review. Chelsea pushed hard, hitting the woodwork through just a Bondman, while goalkeeper Damien Van Doman also produced a crucial save for Dennis Shogun Noskin. Let me inform you that Noskin also eventually found the net deep into stoppage time, but it proved too late as Arsenal head on to progress. Tension fled late on with Chelsea manager Sonia Bompasto sent off foreign protest during a controversial moment involving Kate Mankabi. Now, let me inform you elsewhere, Bayern Munich women defeated Manchester United 2-1 on the night to advance 5-3 on aggregate. Arsenal will now face either Lyon or Wolfsburg in the semi-final, while Bayern Munich also awaits Barcelona or Madrid. I think for Bayern, it's Barcelona already. I think it's not again saying we already know, because I looked at the first leg and I'm like,
ended 16-2.
I'm in my thought. I'm like, when will this happen? Madrid, when will you come back to always, show dominance when it comes to the women's league with Barcelona? But it's always whitewashing entertainment goal trail made for me when I watch the game.
The Femenina Barcelona, they are very hot and they went to season ruthless. They don't show remorse and they go all out against their opponent. I think they're one of the strongest sides in European fronts for the women, and it's nice to see them. And the second leg is happening tonight. That's done and dusted for me as well. Manchester United were unlucky. They got a goal in the first half that took the game level on aggregate. But in the second half, 2 corners from Bayern Munich. Each one at 4 minutes changed the whole thing, and they just fought. And at the end of the day, Bayern Munich went through. For Chelsea, they were unlucky as well against Arsenal, the current holders of the competition. Onto the semi-finals again, we'll see what they can do. And the current world champions as well for the women, Arsenal FC. So good one for them, and onto the next round for both teams.
Amazing. You talk about Chelsea, Bompasto, getting that red card. For you, maybe a moment like that, I think discipline needs to, show as the coach of, the Chelsea side.
Yes, discipline has been a problem in the Chelsea
setup. So you're bringing the men into the women
you have to drag them into it. They are both at parent club. They wear the same jersey, just the different competitions because of the gender-based war. So I think there needs to be fundamentally set down rules for both the players, and they should lead by example. Before what's his name? The coach for Chelsea was sacked. The first coach this season. Remind me of his name. The guy that won the Maresca before he got sacked, he got sent off about twice. Now he's repeating himself with the women. So it's not something we want to see, and they should control their temper, and hopefully subsequent times they're able to check that and perform better.
All right, let's move away from that and let's talk the world of basketball. Sanuruddin will be giving us updates. It's about record, trust me, back-to-back records when it comes to the world of basketball, and definitely, Sanuruddin will be giving us updates from that. So what's happening in the world of basketball? I'm sure we have so much excitement from that.
Yes, it was a night of records, like you mentioned. Records were written, records were broken, and it was just nice to see. Jokic officially averaged a triple season in the 25-25 season. He had 12 assists. And is now officially averaged a triple-double for the first time this season. He joins Russell Westbrook in maintaining that fit, and that was nice to see. His performance took his team to the victory. Jamal Murray and J.R. Smith, they were very fantastic as well. They joined as the only players for Nuggets to score a total of 3 points, 10 plus times in a match, and it was nice to see. That's 30 points. Very exciting. Victor Wemby, as fondly called, he went off in the first half. He had 27 points and 13 rebounds. That was exciting to see, because he's one of the best players, or latest players that are being touted to take on the reins from the likes of LeBron James and all. So he's the first sports player in pay-to-play era to record 25 plus points and 10 plus rebounds in the first half of a game. That was very fantastic. And in Miami, Jaylen Brown scored 43 points, 7 assists, 4 3-points, that's the 7th time scoring 40 points plus, averaging 40 points in a season. That was very fantastic to see. And the Celtics improved their wins from 9-2 in the last 11 games. That means they've won 9 out of their last 11 games. For the first time ever, the top 4 teams in the West have all entered April on a 3-match winning streak. And this is what you want to see. It's getting the tail end of the season, and you want teams to show their dominance and all, and it's getting heated up. 3 teams or 4 teams, 3-match OKC Thunders have 3 straight wins. San Antonio Spurs have 9 straight wins. LA Lakers have 4 straight wins, and Denver Nuggets are on 6 straight wins. That's very exciting to see. So those and that and more are what happened over the night in the NBA.
Beautiful. All right. Trust me, tomorrow the fans have been asking, what's the Western and Eastern Conference, and I'm sure by tomorrow we'll be able to give them that update because we're now getting closer, to
the playoffs. This is what we want to see. This is what we've all waited for. We've had the NBA All-Star seasons in January. Now it's come to the playoffs, and teams are getting set in the positions, and the rankings from both conference.
Great. All right. Tomorrow's going to be exciting because it's the Good Friday edition of Dominion Sport right here on Dominion Television. So I want you to be part of the show tomorrow. But which way and how can you be part of the show? Why don't you just invite a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe, and also make sure you like, make sure you share, and make sure you drop your 2 cents on every conversation. It's going to be exciting. Remember, the world of football is back. The Bundesliga, the French League on, the Spanish La Liga, the FA Cup. So we have so many predictions to look forward to, and trust us, the crew will definitely fulfill our promise. So we're going to join us again tomorrow, same station, same time, right here on Dominion Television. I want to say big thank you to Nuruddin. I want to say big thank you to my producer and also the crew for making sure we remain on a global stage. We're going to see you again tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Stay blessed, and bye for now.